Project Die Hard Mission Monday update. My name is Sue Roscoff, and I am I'm not the founder. What the heck happened that my title changed down there? I, I refreshed my screen, and apparently it pulled a piece that didn't belong. So I will fix that while our actual founder comes in and gives you our update, because we're here every Monday night for you. Do you know that? We're here every Monday night for all of you to find out what is going on with Project Die Hard. I'm an ambassador here with Project Die Hard, and I'm here for a reason. You're here listening, and I hope you're hearing the message that is coming through, and that you can figure out what it is that you can do with us here, because the door is open and we need you. And you're going to hear more in just a moment here, because our founder and president of Project Die Hard is entering stage left. Brian Gibson is here to give you all those updates himself. Here he is. Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing, sister. But it's that time of year.
Yeah.
Every year.
I hate to even have you say it, but I'm gonna, because people are watching this that don't know what that is.
It's the holiday spike.
Which sounds like such a great thing. Yeah, no, not this.
Veterans make up about 1% of the nation, the population of the nation, right?
Yep. But
veterans make up about 55% of every suicide. So that's
way out of whack.
Way out of whack.
You don't even need a statistician to look at that one and be like, oh yeah, no, that's ridiculously. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. But every year, the holidays, and look, I understand the holidays are tough on everybody.
Yeah.
They are. But taking that into effect, my phone blows up every time this year. Hey, Doc, can you talk? Yeah. To whereas, our facility's up and running. You know? They don't got to call me. They can just go to a facility and say, hey, man, I just want to hang out for a little bit, get a cup of coffee.
We're getting there. We need to get actually, that's the part that I'm getting frustrated by. We've been saying for a long time, we're getting there, but no, we need people and we need money to make that happen. Plain and simple. That's how that we have a facility, and I'm going to stop talking because you've got an update to give. I'm going to let you do that first.
All right.
I'm riled up tonight. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Put us to that's the one. I like that one. See, I figured out how to keep the QR code up there.
Aw, awesome.
I just made half a slide. But you can still read that, right?
I can read that.
Okay. Holidays are hard on heroes. A house devoid of the festive cheer symbolizes the stark contrast between joyous holiday season and the realities faced by a veteran. Feelings of isolation, financial stress, survivor's guilt, the pressure to be happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Memories of brothers and sisters who didn't make it home. The quiet makes old memories loud. When I say the quiet, I mean, yeah, look, Black Friday is coming up, but work takes holiday breaks. Everything slows down for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I've already been told about a couple regular events that during December they're not doing because of the holidays. I'm confused at that.
Me too.
But here it is. Check your vet. Every day, this time of year, check your vet. We want you to do it all the time. But right now, this time of year is so important. Oh, we're on the Monday Mission podcast, right? Right now. And then by Wednesday, this is going to be restreamed onto what? 1, 2, 3, about 500 million people. Yeah. Because we were blessed, and I believe in Luke 3:11 to share our blessings. So, look, guys, if you're helping vets, I want to help you. But if you see there, my question to you is, will you share our mission? Will you tell people, hey, I'm going on that podcast? Pretty simple. Due diligence will be done. Okay? I'm just going to tell you that up front. So you need to email monday@projectdiehard.org and tell us more about your event, your program, your product, and how it helps veterans. Okay? Look, my team will do due diligence. If you're accepted, we're going to shoot you an email saying you're accepted. Let's schedule your time. But even if you're not accepted, we'll shoot you an email saying, we're sorry, you don't seem to fit the criteria of this mission. Is that easy to understand, folks? Oh, check this out. Audio and video studio supported by On the Mark TV, Nonprofit TV, Easy Way TV, and the Disability Channel. But see, until it's built, we need your help for content for our channel. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When I say content, I mean we have to fill a week of content. That's a lot of content.
Like, that's a lot of hours. 24 hours a day for what?
Yeah. But once again, if you don't reach out and ask us, we don't know you're interested. Send it to myvoice@projectdiehard.org. And then we look you over, we find out, are you going to fit? Does it help veterans? There's a whole bunch of stuff happening. But this is where that due diligence rolls in. Don't be shy. Don't be shy about talking about veteran suicide. Talk about suicide. To take away a problem's power, talk about it. Talk about it. That brings the demons to the Lord's light. Okay? Our responsibilities are these facilities are beacons of light. And demons cannot survive in the light. Pretty simple. I thought it was tomorrow, but we got a whole week.
We do have a week.
to get ready for this. Share it out. Giving Tuesday. 10 days from now. $26,400 would operate forward operating base rush for a complete year as it currently sits. That is just the utilities insurance, what we have to have right now. We got a blessing coming in. We got the spot. The first portions of the display booth has arrived today. So we're going to be setting that up and working through it. But guess what we need now? We need you. Because that's 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. we have to man this booth. If I have to, you know I will. But, Sue, let me ask, should I have to?
No. There should be a lot of people lined up saying, hey, what can I do to help? Let me help with this.
Yeah. Is a veteran worth an hour of your time? That's my question. Is a veteran worth an hour of your time to come stand in the booth and hand out pamphlets, maybe talk to a veteran, give them hope? Maybe. I don't know. Saying you should is just like saying no. I learned that from your husband. I love that. And it is. When you say, hey, you should do this, you're saying no. You're saying, no, I don't want to help veterans. You're saying no.
Yeah, it's that whole armchair quarterback kind of a scenario there where it's real easy to sit back and say, this is how you should do it. If you would have made this call, but what good does it do? It's just people flapping their gums and trying to sound like they know what they're talking about when they haven't actually walked the walk. They haven't done anything to make a difference at this point. But they could. That's just it. They could. It's so easy to step up and take that on.
Well, and again, I'm not saying that anybody else's programs or anything is any worse than mine.
Nope, this is not a comparison game at all.
It's not. But if we work together, imagine what we could get done.
Let's see. Teamwork makes the dream work. Where have I heard that before?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Whenever I hear that phrase, it's your voice.
Speaking of this, all right, the Die Hard Facility Drive is the third Saturday of the month. All right, in response to, well, I ain't got gas money, or my car won't make it. Now, I'm sorry, this is for Western Kentucky, right? But anybody can schedule a bus and come on down. I'm not going to say that don't, but here's the kingdom coming together. The need was put out, and Woodlawn Church said, yep, you can use the bus.
Awesome.
We have a veteran who is volunteering his 1 day a month that he can do it, and he's driving the bus. So now, if you want to come to the FOB, the bus will depart at 0730 on the third Saturday of the month from 3402 Benton Road, Paducah, Kentucky. I don't know how to make it any simpler.
That's perfect. All I have to do is show up there, hop on, and go.
Yeah. I I don't understand. What is so hard about to understand about this? This young lady never saw a lick of combat in her life. She was in the United States Air Force. She was a crew chief. That means she ran the back of the plane. She didn't even fly the plane. And her demon were the angel flights, bringing back all those coffins covered with the flag. That's about an 18-hour flight from where we were at coming back to the States. And her job was to sit back there and look at those. I can see where that demon came from.
Wow.
I can see where that demon came from.
Yeah. And all the times I've been around and heard bits of her story, that's the first I heard that. Man, I think about, okay, average Joe, any one of us, how would you handle being in realistically, you're in a confined space because you're in an airplane and you are that's your view for 18 hours. That is your job. That is your role. That's gonna hit you. I don't care who you are. That that's got to hit home in a whole lot of ways.
Yeah. Because I, on a low run, at maybe about 40 people, 40 caskets.
I think about funerals that I have attended, and when you go up and pay your respects to whoever is passed, and they're in the I know that there are people that they hesitate to go anywhere near the casket because they're just it bothers them, right?
Yeah.
It's something that they haven't wrestled with themselves, and that can be a hard thing. It depends on who it is. There's all sorts of factors in there. To how well do you know them?
Yeah, again.
But
But the point being with angel flights is, as a service member,
mhm.
and I'm just spitballing here, she joined to serve the country.
Yep.
What was going through her head, i.e., survivor's guilt, every time she had to take one of those flights? I'm sitting here in this plane. This is what I do. I fly back and forth. And look at this. To me, that's probably survivor's guilt right there.
Yeah. Well, and okay, so there's people out there who don't understand the concept. What is survivor's guilt? It's kind of right there, but really, what is that?
Oh, I have it. Survivor's guilt. Bomb went off. I'm alive. My buddy isn't. Um, Discussion. Somebody asked, "Don't you have any friends?"
What?
Mm,
Okay, I'm listening.
you know that one friend you got in your life, the lifelong friend, the soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine got hit by an Iraqi sniper.
Wow.
Okay, survivor's guilt. We're standing there talking, and he goes, boom.
Wow.
Again, folks, I'm not here to say have pity on me. I don't need your pity. I live with my demons and I'm quite comfortable with them.
I think of all the war movies, all the battles, all that crap that you see on this big screen. And there's a lot of it's really good, right? But I think people really disconnect themselves with the fact that what they're seeing is there's a lot of that it was real. It was, you see people get blown up and you get like, I truly think even our kids today are desensitized to so much because they've seen it on the TV, they've seen it on their phone, they've seen it, and they don't realize that, no, wait a second, back up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see your point. Yeah, folks, there's no such thing as respawn in a real war.
As what was it?
Respawn.
Oh, yeah. No.
It doesn't work that way.
No.
TVs, video games are great. Everybody goes, how can you watch those movies? Don't they remind you? No, not at all. Because it's not 120 degrees. You're not smelling the stink of the battlefield. You're not smelling the dead people. It's a movie.
It's a movie. Yeah. They know the outcome. They've choreographed everything, every last bit of it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's great entertainment. And for a lot of us, that's the closest we're going to get to what was it actually like.
And no filmmaker in history has ever gotten exactly what it's like, because my experience in a war is totally different than another veteran's experience of that same time in that same real estate. Yeah. Because we're different human beings.
Yeah. And I got to say, with what your role was when you were there, that's a whole nother piece too. So everyone, when they go, their experience is different based on one of the factors is based on what your role is.
Yeah. Again, a young lady I knew years ago when I was stationed up east, this VFW post was honoring her. And she comes over, she saw the combat patch and all that. She goes, I don't deserve this. I'm a water purification specialist. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Girl, you had a very important job. Don't think it wasn't. You made sure we had clean water to drink.
That's important. You know how many lives are lost to bad quality water in this world? That's a ridiculous, horrible statistic in itself that people don't.
But my point is, she's like, but you were a medic. You went out and saved lives. I couldn't do my job without canteens of water on me.
It's all intertwined. All the jobs are necessary and important.
Hence, when you volunteer with Project IR, don't think, oh, I can't do nothing. No. God has given you a gift. We'll figure out what it is. But first, we got to know you want to help.
Yeah. Actually, you just made me think of one thing. You know how there's celebrate something every day. There's a holiday for everything, so to speak, right? There's national this, national that. Today happens to be it's reloading. Hold on. It is Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day. So you know how you can celebrate that? Bring it here. Bring whatever you got here. Here we go. I'm gonna read it because it's fun. They make it fun, right? Imagine a day where everyone celebrates the little quirks and talents that make them stand out. That's what Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day is all about, and it's every November 24th. That's what today is. A day to shine a light on your unique skills no matter what they are. This day reminds us that our special abilities deserve recognition and celebration, no matter how big or small. And I'm telling you, that's what we can do here. We do that all the time here because
Yeah.
team to make things happen. And
Uh,
Brian does stuff that I can't do, and I do stuff he can't. That's what makes a team. That's what makes things thrive.
Again, folks, we all have our roles. Okay, everybody on this earth has a role. You, am I opinionated? Yeah. Am I blunt? Yeah. Am I straightforward? Yep. My job is protect the integrity of this mission and make sure my brothers and sisters are getting nothing but the best. That's my job.
And it's a job you do well.
Okay. My team, they do an outstanding job. Yeah, there's sometimes I gotta go, how did this person make it onto my calendar link?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta ask because there's certain people that have access to my calendar.
That's
If you make it onto my calendar, you've done something very, very special. You have. I'm no better than anybody else, but I love my team for that. Because they weed out 99% of the snake oil peddlers. I am all for helping veterans, right?
right.
But I'm getting bombarded with, well, what do you mean you won't help me? You charge veterans up front for the services that you're going to render. No. Doesn't work that way. You've seen them. Are you entitled to benefits? Call us now. No. You don't get access to my vets.
The people that make it and organizations that make it in to be part of this group have proven that they've got their hearts in the right place. They have their business in the right place. They have everything lined up the way they needs to be to actually help veterans with whatever their need is. If it's not that way, they're not on the website. ProjectDiehard.org has a lot of logos on there. We could use more, but
Yeah.
the only reason those are on there because they have proven themselves. End
Yeah.
of story.
End of story. They've proven that they are the best.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've watched over history of our website, you've seen some people get onto the website and then disappear from the website. Look, they violated something within Project Diehard and it came back to me. And I went, yep, get them off.
So as you say that, there are the 3 rules that people need to abide by within this organization. You want to, for anyone who's watching that has not seen or heard what that is, you want to share?
Rule number 1, God will never leave this mission. Do not ask. Okay, just don't. If I'm willing to turn down $2 million and lose a very good acquaintance, what makes you think I'm going to compromise for your dollar bill? I just don't get it. Rule number 2, we will never use the suffering of veterans for profit. The veterans we help, and we help quite a few folks, when they are ready to tell their story, I will give them every opportunity to do so. And wow, do we have an opportunity now, don't we?
Yes, we do. Massive.
Massive opportunity, all due to teamwork. And rule number 3, no drugs or alcohol allowed within the mission. What you do on your time, that's on you, man. But if you're on Project Die Hard property or representing Project Die Hard at a Project Die Hard sponsored event, it ain't allowed.
Very simple.
Well, why not? Scripture tells me not to lead my brother into temptation. Do I need to make that any more?
You're following the
Refer to rule number 1.
right. It all comes together. It's all full circle. And again, that's what makes this work. That's what I think. I know I hear from you often that people challenge what's going on and they ask questions that to me seem like, wait, what? That's pretty ballsy to be coming forward with the questions that do keep coming up. But you know what? That's okay. God bless them. You know what? They're not going to be able to poke holes into or around or through or anything with what's going on because you've created this organization on a firm foundation. It's rooted in the right place. It's rooted in scripture. It is being put together for the best for our veterans, period.
Point blank.
So knowing that, you know, I told you I'm a little fired up tonight.
Hey, good.
There's a lot going on, and there's people that are trying to help, and I hope that those that are in the right mind frame, in the right place, at the right time, are going to step forward and help, because we do need that, right? We, as is, we don't have enough help right at this moment. There's a lot of room for help.
There's a ton of room for help. Look, folks, I have this conversation weekly. In 2020, 20 acres and a 10,000 square foot building was blessed to our mission, i.e., God provided 20 acres and a 10,000 square foot building. I personally have found this today. My grandfather, my grandfather carried that in World War II. But
it's so cool that you found that.
I've read that book back and forth a few times. And I've learned when God says, here's the gift, you don't say, later. You just don't do it. There's a guy stuck in a fish's belly for 3 days, right? Because he didn't want to follow God's instructions. Watts life, don't turn around. Simple thing, don't turn around.
You absolutely are nailing it. I think a lot of us do. We pray for a way, we look for a way, we want to figure out what is the right way to do things. And if you listen and move forward on what we're given, I say you, Project Die Hard was given this location. This is where it starts. This was the biggest blessing that could have come down to get literally on the ground here, get moving with having so you, like you said, it's how many acres?
20.
20 acres of property with a 10,000 square foot building. And what is the vision for this building?
The building will provide transitional housing for 12 single veterans and 2 veterans with their families.
And what do we need to do to get to that point?
I've been told just flatten it and start again, but it needs a lot of work.
Okay, so there's another part of the building that is up and running. What's in that side of the building?
Well, right now we can do in-person events.
We can do in-person events
because we have a handicap bathroom, a licensed kitchen, and space for people to sit.
Okay, so anyone who's in the area, did you catch that? How would a person possibly utilize that space? What do they need to do?
Reach out to us and say, hey, I need space to do this for veterans. Okay, we'll talk.
The space is there. We need to start getting more folks in and using that location so that more and more people can be like, oh, wait, I can do what? They've got a kitchen there and I can meet here. And okay, yeah, but we need to benefit our veterans in the process with this. So all the folks that are anywhere in the area there, the facility, it's in Makanda, Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Do you live anywhere in that vicinity? And do you have this need? Because we can help fill a need.
But you're not housing any veterans.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't take shortcuts. If we're gonna build this, we're gonna build it right the first time. Right. I was in a discussion, well, I was part of the sermon yesterday. King David, knowing he's going to die, still wouldn't relinquish the kingship, right? And then God's prophet came and said, hey, dude, what are you doing? I'm not going to live forever.
None of us are. That's the only guarantee we've got. But it's not up to us to decide when. That's somebody else's decision.
Yeah, it's not your decision to decide when you're leaving. Get that straight. It's not your decision. But I pray every day, God, send my replacement. Send the person that's going to sit in the chair and make the hard decisions.
It's one of those yeah, wow. That is leadership from a humble position of this needs to move forward. This will move forward. This is truly in God's hands.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's okay. Yeah, I pray every day. Lord, send the person that's going to replace me.
It's an interesting perspective. And I get it. So I have not heard that is something you pray every day till now. And that's, that's neither here nor there. But I just think that's such a good perspective to have. We're all in whatever we do, I think we often forget we're replaceable. Everybody's replaceable. If I got hit by a bus tomorrow, even though I don't think anybody else could do my job as good as I do, somebody would step in and do my job. Things will keep moving forward. Will it be different than how I go about things? Of course, because I'm who I am, right? But things will keep moving forward no matter who's in that role.
Yeah, things will continue moving forward. I grant you. But you read all the paperwork. God will never leave the mission. Those 3 rules are set in stone.
Yeah, that does not change.
That will not change. That's why we have a leadership team.
Right. And a very good leadership team. There's some great perspective within the group, and there are veterans on the group. There are civilians in the group. There are talents of all sorts within the group. None of us are like a clone of one another by any stretch of the imagination.
Not even close. But you know what? That's what makes it such a great team.
Yeah.
Because look, yeah, we hold our weekly meeting. That's where everybody gets on the same sheet. But I know I reach out to my team individually, or when something major comes up, I say, hey, we got to get on a conference call. Susan does that really good. She can get the whole team together in minutes on the phone, and I love that. Okay. But things are discussed. Crazy ideas get developed. Weird ideas get crushed.
Yep.
Because look, a person will get passionate about something and not look at everything around it. That's like I tell people, if you volunteer and you bring an idea forward, and we want to hear your ideas how to improve the mission. But it's your mission. It's your idea. You're going to run it. But before it's greenlit, we're going to make sure that everything is copacetic.
Yeah. Because you even had, was it in May? I'm trying to think of when that was. There was a round table that you had and that might not have been what it was called, but you had a gathering. You created the opportunity for people to come in and share ideas, and that was all brought in. And because really, masterminding is amazing. One person can come up with all sorts of ideas, but what one person says out loud then to somebody else's ears, they'll hear it, but they might hear it a little different. Be like, well, wait a second, but what about this? But what about that? And that's where when things bounce off one another, we can make it better, improved. It quickly gets to a ripe condition.
It gets to the point where it can move forward.
Exactly.
Okay. But groupthink. That's a terminology used in the military. Okay. Groupthink can destroy a unit because there's got to be the persons that say, yes, okay, we're moving forward on this. When everybody's in a room just talking about something, it's groupthink. We can spend hours talking about, and look, I know upset some of you guys on the team when I go, good, running with it. But I had
Just go.
just, it's blessed off. Do it. What do you need from me?
That was it. The blessing. the go.
Again, that's the whole thing here, folks. If it gets blessed off, the only thing I'm going to ask you is, what do you need from me?
And I can back that up. I can vouch for that 100%, that when there's something that is handed to one of us in any way, shape, or form to move forward on, that's what I hear. What do you need from me?
How can I help you accomplish your mission?
Mm-hmm. That's the essence of an amazing team and really good leadership. You got to have the freedom to make the things happen, but the direction needs to be set and followed.
And that, look, folks, I'm not going to lie. There are times that you may get cold on the carpet because of a decision you make that could be considered a gray area. And you bet you I'm going to call and say, please explain this to me. Why did you do it this way?
And that's absolutely should be expected, because that's again what keeps things moving forward in the right direction and gets everybody on the same page. And we all do the best we can with what we got. And again, that goes back to more minds working together keeps things going in the full forward motion.
Yeah. Again, look, folks, we're on this podcast. By Wednesday, it's going to be streamed out to 500 million people. Praise be to God. Then how come my team is so difficult on getting guests onto this podcast?
That's a good question, because I do send information out. I don't always get it back. I will confess that there's been times where I've not followed up as quickly as I should with some of the folks that have reached our way. That's a limitation.
It happens.
Anyone listening, this could be an easy role to take on too. Teamwork makes the dream work, and more hands in the midst of this can only help.
Well, again, folks, you don't got to be in Western Kentucky or Southern Illinois to help with this bit.
I'm not there. I'm here. I'm in Wisconsin.
Modern technology.
Pretty amazing.
It's a wonderful thing.
There's a lot we can do from wherever we are. So don't let location slow you down on this.
But in that same thing, our Fellowship Friday coffee time, every Friday now, veterans, you wanted me to do more, so here you go. Meredith Family Grind in Paducah, their downtown office, has this big room in the back. So you can come in, get your cup of coffee, you get 15% off.
Ooh.
But you have room back there to go sit and talk.
That's awesome. So tell us again where that is.
701B Washington Street, Paducah, Kentucky.
Oh, so easy to find. And I actually, before we're done, I know we're coming up on the clock here. You did make a mention of this little thing called Giving Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do people give? Where do they go? What do they do?
Oh, wait, there's this little QR code right up above Susan's head.
Huh.
It's right up there.
It's right. Oh, there. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
donate, save a vet. It says it right there. And that's exactly.
Simple. Yeah. Scan that.
Scan that.
Go to the website.
I'm actually going to go ahead and bring that up because we've got, oh boy, so easy. Whew, my screen just went white. I hope I'm still here.
You're still here.
There it is. All right. So do you see projectdiehard.org?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we made a quick mention earlier about all those logos on the screen. Oh, wait, before I get to the logos, Fellowship Breakfast. My goodness. You can find out all about us. And here's that stack of logos where you can find out. And I'm saying that very whimsically, but seriously, these are organizations that have stepped up and are here for a reason. Here's our ministry partners, our outreach partners, resource partners, mission suppliers, and facility suppliers. And across the top of the website here, there's a button a tab, whatever. There's the word donate. Click on that, and you go to this screen, and you got two things you could do. You could click on here and donate to the organization right now. You can do monthly, you can do one time. You do what works for you. Any bit that's donated makes a difference. You saw our logo, right? The logo right here. There's a 22 in the logo. 22 a month, 44 a month, 66. That is that statistic that the country works off of when you talk about how many veterans that we lose daily. Get that? Daily. That's not that's real. So I'm going back to here again. If when you clicked on that donate button, it takes you to this page. You can go here and donate. You could also click here and fundraise. You can make an even bigger difference by setting up your own. You can log in, you can create a login, and you can go ahead and set up your own fundraising event to benefit this organization. Share it out with your network. See what bigger difference you can make, because you can.
Oh, yeah. Again, folks, we do one major fundraiser a year. That's Fill the Can Challenge. That's our annual Big Bash fundraiser right there.
And when does that run?
Memorial Day to the 4th of July. Okay. That's the big fundraiser. Oh, Hope Stock is the weekend. Last weekend in July that we celebrate all of our victories. We bring our community support program members together. We deliver music and messages. We invite the community to come see what we're doing. It's a great weekend. Fill the can. We've never hit the goal we set every year. Lower your goal. Why?
Wait, what? No.
No.
It's still the need that the organization has, right? Why lower the goal? Why we want to slow down how we help our vets? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, yeah.
Whew.
Have you set the goals so high? No.
People never cease to amaze me.
Got it.
That's okay.
But I've had to cancel Hope Stock 3 years in a row now because of the lack of support.
So where we sit right here, right now, middle of November, end of November, Hey, it's only less than a week till. Okay, we talk about Thanksgiving, national holiday coming up soon. Kurt's birthday next Sunday. Ring a bell. Uh, we celebrate. You know what? That's something that we do when there's a reason. There's any excuse will do, right? Any excuse to do something, any excuse to do nothing, whatever you want to put in there, any excuse will do for whatever's going on. We are always looking for excuses to celebrate and have fun and make a difference in whatever way we can. His birthday's on Sunday, so it's a reason to celebrate. So we're gonna. And if anyone wants to hop on and celebrate with us, we're gonna be doing a lot online that day, and that could be a thing. Easy to do. Reach out to us. Susan at projectdiehard.org. I can hook you up with having some fun with us. That said, we also are looking for a lot of things this coming weekend. This is Thanksgiving week, right? Thanksgiving is just a few days away, and as much as that does end up with all the string of holidays this time of year, does end up having the holiday spike with our veteran community, it truly also is a time for those that are not in that place. That's the rest of us have, in my mind, an obligation to recognize that that's real, and what can we do to, at minimum, acknowledge that that's a horrible thing that's happening around us, whether you want to open your eyes and see it or not. That's what's happening around us. And if we can do anything to make a difference, what do you always say? Pray for the mission, share the mission, volunteer for the mission, become a patron of this mission. You can do something. What is it for you to do? I can't answer that. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm doing something to what it is that I can do. What it means for you is different than it is for me. So, and I'm just looking at the clock. Oh my gosh, we're running up against the end of our time together here today. And we always end with a word of hope for our veterans. So,
You go first.
I was just gonna say, I always give it to you first. I'm not gonna give it to you. I get to go first tonight. You read my mind. I'm like an open book here. You read me like a total book. Okay, so this is a week of Thanksgiving. We give thanks to so much. There are so many reasons to be thankful, but not everybody's in that place right now to see that, and that's okay. You don't have to be. You're going to be where you are right now, and wherever you are, it's okay. Go to sleep tonight, get up in the morning, look at the next day, watch that sun come up, watch the rain come down, whatever it is that's by you. Take a moment and just take a deep breath and soak in whatever's around you at that moment. God has you here for a reason. Because remember earlier we said you don't get to make the decision of when your time is up. That's God's decision. And he decided that you're needed here. You're not done with your mission. Plain and simple. You're on a mission and God's not done with you yet. So, that said, take a moment and give thanks for something. Give thanks for whatever it is that's important to you at this moment. I'm thankful for this organization. I'm thankful for all those who have served. I appreciate what you've done, and we're here for you. I was about to hand it to you next, but I do see that Kurt did join us.
Oh yeah, hop him in, have him do his.
So you're here just in time for our moment of word of hope for our veterans. So Kurt, that's on you for the next up. Glad you're here.
All right, so for being you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for anything you might have done as a sibling, a father, all the roles you play, and anything you've done in a faith community, anything you've done as a student, a teacher, anything you've done as a citizen. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all you've done, volunteering. anywhere you may have volunteered in the world elsewhere. And, thank you for all the fun that you have ever had and the fun that you've shared. The biggest compliment that anybody has given me in my life is when you see me smile, know that I've been complimented, because people have told me with my mother that they see my mother smile at me when I smile. And I say that because smiling is contagious. So, with all the smiles that you've shared, all the laughter you've created, all of the good you have done for other people, know that I thank you. I need you. I want you. You belong here. There's so much more that you can do. And I'm asking from my heart, from my soul, please come join. And if not with me or us or whatever, please do find your place. But no, you do have a place here. Back to you, Sue.
Awesome. Brian, over to you.
Okay. Look, brothers and sisters, I'm here every week. Sometimes. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, look, those who need it, you know it's here. Okay. Don't give up. Got it. Holidays are tough. They are. They're tougher on us. I got it. Think of all think of our brothers and sisters that are sitting overseas somewhere that's not going to be home for Christmas. You've been through it. They're going through it. So see, you got to be here when they come back to teach them that it's okay. You're the key to making sure our brothers and sisters keep going. We all do a little bit. And I am going to caveat on our discussion earlier too, Sue. It's not up to you. You don't get to quit. Okay? Pain. Got it. Got it. Pain lets you know that you're alive. If you're alive, you're breathing. If you're breathing, then you can fight. Okay? So yeah, I know you're in pain, but you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, you can still fight. Fight the demons. Don't let them win. Don't drown them. Don't try to beat them yourself, because you can't. But I know a guy that can help you. He's helped all of us. I don't know. That's about what I got for today.
Awesome. Quite a conversation tonight. Thank you, Brian, for all you do. And this organization is here to serve, and we are doing our best. Join us, hop on board, and what can you do? Prayerfully consider, what can you do? What will you do? You know us, we're here every Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Central, to get all on the same page, all the updates, all the wonderful things. Come join us. I want to see the eyeballs hitting this to be, oh my gosh. How many are going to hit this before the day or before the week is done? I'm excited to see where we're going. Help us get there. Thank you so much for all the support, and from all of us here at Project Die Hard, as always, we thank you.